Hi everyone, I'm Megan and this is Beguiled by Books, a community of book lovers and word nerds. Today we're diving into the hotly debated topic of standalone novels versus series openers. Let's get started. Have you ever stared at your TBR pile wondering whether to dive into a deep book series or you just want to go with a standalone? I get it. I've been there too. Today, we are tackling one of the most common debates in the book community, which is standalones versus series. By the end of this video, you'll have a better idea of which type often fits your reading mood and have the tools that you can define that so you can pick your next book with ease. Let's start with the beauty of standalone books. These are complete stories all in one go. There's no waiting for the next book to come out. There are no cliffhangers. The character arcs are complete and tied up with a bow at the end, and it just feels good. It's basically like instant gratification in one single story. Standalone books are perfect if you're a busy reader, or if you like jumping between genres, or if you simply don't want the commitment of a 5 or 6 or 12 or 20 volume series. Standalone books often dive deep into a single theme and explore that deeply rather than multiple themes and subplots happening simultaneously. On the flip side, let's talk about the epic pull of a series. There is something so compelling about knowing the story cannot be wrapped up in one single book. Give me a trilogy or a quadrilogy or even 5 books or more, and I'm gonna be curious about what needs that many books to tell a story. I'm hooked. I'm interested. In series, there are some things you just can't replicate in a standalone, like really big, important character growth arcs. When we start with something very different than how we end it, that can't often be accomplished in just one book. The character has to go through trial after trial and tribulation after tribulation to really achieve that end state they're meant to be in. Series books are also really common in sci-fi and fantasy, where you need that much time and space to build the world. We're talking magic systems or technology that doesn't exist in today's world that has to be explained and explained in a real life way. So the author has to relate it to the reader to really be able to grasp it. And that is more than often can be done in just, a couple dozen pages. One of the big benefits of a series is the community as well. If you've ever encountered a fan of the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas, the Fourth Wing series by Rebecca Yarros, or a Brandon Sanderson fan, you know the community and passion behind these series, the anticipation of the next release, the wonder of what's coming next is so strong and deep for this community. Maybe you want to be a part of that, and a series is a great way to dive in. So do you prefer the quick win of a standalone or the long arc of a series? There's no wrong answer here. It's all about your personal preference. I like both for different reasons, so let's talk a little bit more about that. Your reading personality and your reading language play a large part in what book you're likely to choose next. So if you haven't seen the video on decoding your reading language, go check that out next. Another thing to consider between standalones and series is the thematic elements and how long it takes to play out. We've touched on this briefly, but it's worth really digging into. With standalone books, you're often focused on a couple of characters for a finite point in time. With series, you're often looking at multiple characters, how they interact with each other over the course of long periods of time. Maybe that's multiple days, weeks, months, or even years, depending on the series. Standalone books get straight to the point with the theme and the character arc. Series books, however, weave that in more intricately with subplots, multiple layers, multiple characters, setbacks, moves forward, a lot of real life elements at play. Folks who are really passionate about series reading tend to like this because it's actually more representative of a true personal arc that a real life person might go through. So even though fantasy and sci-fi are make-believe, the feelings are so real because it often reflects our own type of journey. Your choice as to which type of book you want to read is always up to you. There's no wrong answer. If you're craving something quick and punchy, grab a standalone book. If you're ready to dive into something for the long haul and make a commitment, go grab the next big series. Better yet, read both. Mix up your reading. Maybe you want to read a trilogy or a quadrilogy and then mix it up with a standalone novel after that. I tend to do that frequently. It's like a palate cleanser for whatever I've read. It helps switch my brain into different ways of seeing things so I can appreciate the next story that much more. Whether you choose standalone or series or a mix of both, as I've said, there's no wrong answer. Both offer their own kind of magic, and both give you the freedom to do what you need to do with whatever you've got going on in your life. So if you've liked this video or found something useful, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notifications every time I post a video each week. And tell me in the comments, what do you like to read? What do you gravitate toward? Or do you find yourself paralyzed by indecision with picking your next book? I'm always curious, and if I can be helpful, I definitely want to try. Drop me a comment, let me know where your thoughts are. Until next time, have a wonderful day.